Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Josh and you're watching C3S Garage. Today's video, we're going to be doing something really cool and fast. We're going to be installing a swivel mount screen on the Tesla Model 3 Highland. As you know, Teslas are controlled by everything on your center screen. And the screen is beautiful, bright, and amazing. However, the screen does not move, which is super annoying, especially if it's sunny. You're gonna catch a ton of glare. If it's not sunny, you're gonna catch a ton of glare. If it's rainy, you're gonna catch a lot of glare. So I have the solution for this. With that being said, I do want to give a huge shout out to Hansshow for providing us with this amazing product. It should take no more than 10 minutes to get it installed. I've done it on my Model Y and I absolutely love it. So I figure it was only a matter of time before I would do it on the Model 3. That being said, if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything, please do leave them down in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Before starting, always remember to use a rag or a towel to cover not just your console but protect your screen from any damages. The first item we must remove is the back plate, and using our Hansshow prying tool we are able to do that very easily. Just be careful, do not dent any plastic or break it, as this does break, but these parts will not be used any longer once you install the new set of swivel screen mounting that you will be using. Attached to this back plate, you will find a sensor that you must remove. There are 2 screws, and Hansshow provides the tool to remove these ones. We'll be disconnecting and reconnecting a couple of pieces, so the first thing that we must do is go ahead and turn our screen off. We're going to go to your controls, we're going to go to safety and scroll all the way down, and you're going to see power off. By doing this, your screen will turn off. Now we can go ahead and disconnect our sensor. Before this, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys that I was able to unclip the connection from the sensor without having to remove the screws so difficult. Then I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew everything aside from this bottom portion. Next, we're gonna go ahead and unbolt the 2 screws that are holding the mount to the actual screen of your Tesla. We're gonna be very careful with these ones. These are very tight but not hard to remove, so just take your time removing them. And Hansshow does provide a tool for this. Big props to Hansshow for always providing every single thing that you will be using for your installation. I don't know why, but the bolts on this Model 3 were extremely difficult to remove, harder than my Tesla Model Y. So I ended up using an extension and using my own tool to just have a little bit more leverage to unbolt the main bolts from the screen. And once you unbolt those 2 massive screws, you are able to go ahead and just give a little pressure to the screen. If you need to bump it just a tiny bit to loosen up the screen, you are able to do so as well, but the screen should come off completely from the original mount of your car. I quickly want to point out that even though the screen is off, you can still kind of see the Tesla car, which looks like a burning onto the screen. I want to point out that this car is brand new and hasn't been driven that long, so it's kind of weird to see that. Next, before disconnecting anything else, we're going to go into the back side of our screen and we're going to allocate those 2 little screws that you see there. We're going to have to remove those before removing any cables. As always, Hansshow does provide a tool exactly for this. It's the right length and the right size to remove these screws without any damage to the rest of the screen or any other equipment that we might have. Once you have removed both screws from this particular location, you're able to pry open the back cover and you get access to the cable. Before removing the purple cable, there is a white cover that you must pull back in order to get access to the main clip for this cable. This is extremely important as you won't be able to remove it if the cover is still in there. Both of these connections require clips to be maneuvered and gently because you don't want to mess with these cables, as these are pretty much what controls your car. So be careful, no pressure there. Alright, you're almost done. Once removing the cables, we're able to take the main cover off. This cover pretty much covers your back plate. We will no longer be using this as Hansshow provides us with that different mount to cover your screen. Alright, we're done with the full removal. Now we're gonna go ahead and install our new mount, the one that Hansshow provided us, and we're gonna go ahead and install this mount into the existing plate for your Tesla. The mount feels really strong and really durable, which gives me such a good sense of safety with my screen. Once you have secured your mount, we're gonna go ahead and use our Tesla screws into the new mount. So essentially, you're gonna use the particular screws that you removed earlier and insert them into the new mount. This will go perfectly into the holes and will attach perfectly to the new mount. I also want to quickly point out that these screws must be very tight before you install the new Hansshow case, because if they're not tight, then your mount may move, which causes your screen to move and cause rattles. We do not want that, so make sure it's very well secure in there. Next, we're gonna go ahead and install our mount, and something that I love about this new mount is that it has 2 extra screws to make sure that the mount is secure to the case or the cover that Hansshow provides. My Tesla Model Y did not come with that, and I did have to use a little bit of tape on each side so it wouldn't creak and move so much. I personally enjoy this because it keeps everything together. On this next portion, we're gonna go ahead and look at our screen and install the back plate that's gonna go into the mount to make sure that there's no metals or cables exposed. This is extremely easy. There's only 2 screws, the ones that you removed earlier. And essentially, this back plate will just pretty much work as a cover for your cables. And now that we have everything pretty much ready to go, we're gonna go ahead and lift up the screen from the main center console so that way we can connect our cables without causing too much pressure. Installing the cables is extremely easy. All you have to do is pretty much clip one cable in and then clip the other one. Do not forget the white cover for the purple cable. Alrighty guys, we're almost done. Once you have connected the cables, we're able to go ahead and install both screws on the side of this back cover or this back plate. This pretty much works as a wire management as well as taking care of your cables. I would definitely recommend having someone to hold the screen for you, but if you can't have anybody with you, then this is going to be almost like a weird situation for you while you hold the screen and screw the screws into the back plate. So just be careful and take your time. Once we are done securing both screws into the back plate, we're gonna go ahead and use the little lines that you see in this particular portion and insert those into your new mount. You must have a little bit of strength on this one, so you're just gonna have to kind of play with your strength as well as pushing it in to make sure that everything gets secured in before we put the screws in. Once we have secured the screen into the mount, we're gonna go ahead and bolt the new mount with the new screen and everything with the new screws that Hansshow has provided for us. These are 2 black screws that are gonna go into these little holes right here. Bolting the screws should not be difficult. All you need is your Allen wrench that's also provided by Hansshow to make sure that it's completely secure. Make sure that the bolts are secure and everything feels tight. You should feel some resistance when moving the screen so that way the screen is not loose when you're driving around town and you step on a pothole and the screen moves. Well guys, we're pretty much done. The next thing that you're going to do is you're gonna use that little sensor that you unbolted in the beginning and you're gonna pass it into the new Hansshow provided cover. As I mentioned, there's only 2 screws and this is a little bit tedious because it's 2 screws on plastic, which is kind of annoying, so it feels very mushy and it takes time to remove them. Just be careful, do not mess the sensor. And it's pretty self-explanatory here. The same thing that you did to remove the backplate from the sensor is the same thing that you're gonna do to add it to the new backplate. Next, and pretty much the final step, is to connect the sensor to the wire that you have hanging, and then you're gonna go ahead and install that backplate into that little hole that you see under. One thing that I wanna point out is that I absolutely love how Hansshow kind of does these things because they are so meticulously crafted and so well done that even the finishes match your car perfectly. I've seen this with other brands and some of them don't match quite the same. I've seen it in other cars, but Hansshow is always extremely good at doing this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get back into your brand new Tesla. Before doing anything, I want to just go ahead and swivel the screen around, and we're going to go ahead and do a quick restart to the screen and to the car to make sure that all the cables are plugged in correctly and everything is working correctly. But as you guys can tell, everything looks beautiful. To make this restart, you're going to hold both buttons like I'm doing right now. You're going to hold them for 10 seconds and disengage. This will allow the car to do a soft reset and restart everything to its previous settings. Once your lights wake up and your screen wakes up, make sure that you do a quick checkup to all the settings, make sure that everything's back to normal, that the screen is running smoothly, as you guys can tell over here. Volume works, buttons work, everything works, AC works. Just give a quick look to everything that you usually use with this car to make sure that there's no glitches or anything wrong with this. Most importantly, let's check the backup cameras because we want to make sure that everything is working as it should. And we're going to go ahead and test drive the new swivel screen to see if there's any differences while driving. Well guys, there you have it. I simply want to point out how beautiful this little upgrade is and how easy it is to install and what a huge difference does it make in your car. As mentioned previously, the screen does lower by about 2 inches and I think it's not too bad. It's just a matter of getting used to it, but other than that, everything looks beautiful. As always, if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, like and subscribe. Use my discount code C3SGarage in Hansshow.com for your next swivel screen or any other accessory for your Tesla. Thank you all so much for watching and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!